Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Quan. I figured I was gonna try to go ahead and make a little quick video since we're getting ready to try to do our draft real quick. And so I said, let me jump into this mock draft and try to explain what you guys are about to see so that you won't be freaking out. There's nothing to get freaked out about. It's just a lot of information in here about what's going on. Basically, this draft, okay, is going to start in a little bit over 2 minutes, okay? So what happens is, if you look down here, it shows the draft order. I'm drafting number 7 in 7th place. So it's going to show everybody in our league, and it'll let you know who's going to pick first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So just keep up with that, okay? Because it's going to let you know, you specifically, when you're ready to pick. So after I pick 7th, after the first person picks, it's going to shift up, okay? And then it'll be the second person's turn. Once it gets to your turn and it passes, down here at the bottom, it's going to show what number you're going to be picking next, okay? Now, at the top of the board, it's going to show whatever player is number 1 in like your queue, or number 1 in this little area right here. This is going to show all the players. If you want to select and see like what quarterbacks are available and how they're ranked, you go right here to all players. Boom. You're going to click on that, then go down to quarterbacks, and the selection is going to change. It's going to show you all the quarterbacks, where they're ranked, what bye week they have off. Try to get a little closer so you can see it. Their average draft position, how many fantasy points that they're projected, and it shows up here that these are projected stats. If you want to see their stats from last year, go down to 2013, and all of this will change. It'll show you how many fantasy points everybody had last year. And what you can do is, if you want to do research on someone, you can even search on fantasy points. Click on this, boom, it'll show you in descending order, okay, who had the most fantasy points, who was next in line, boom, 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 boom. And they might not be exactly the way they're ranked if you look to the side. But there's so much information in here, so you can go ahead, and if I want to add Peyton Manning to my queue, which is right here in this area, you can make a list of the people that you want to draft. Click on Peyton Manning, boom, his name pops up under my queue. Okay? If you like Cam Newton, you want to put him on your list too, just in case somebody takes Peyton Manning. Click on his name, boom. Okay, see, now the draft has started, round 1. Okay, and it lets you know underneath the count who's the person that's next in your queue to be drafted. Down here in the lower right, it shows whoever's been picked. So LaShawn McCoy has been picked, Adrian Peterson has been picked second, and it tells you all that right there. As you make your picks right here under my team, these positions will get filled up. Okay, and you can watch your team right here as you fill up all your different positions and your bench positions as well. Okay, so basically how you can see everybody's being taken. See, it shows you who's drafting now. So Homer J. Simpson, he's up. I'm going to change this back to running backs, because I like to take running backs first, and I can see who's left. You can keep track of who's being picked down here. See, Des Bryant was just picked, and now it says drafting now. So I'm drafting now. It's my turn. I'm going to pick Beast Mode. I'm just going to click on his name. You're going to see his information is going to pop up top here. Then when you're ready to take him, that's the person you want to take, you go up to here. Draft M. Lynch. And see, it's under 10 seconds. See, my time is running out. And see, I know I got it highlighted for some reason. I don't know why it's highlighting. It's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, good. Now you see it says right here, drafted 7th. That's who I drafted, and now, as you can see, he's in my lineup under running back. What I would suggest is, oh, I'm drafting again. Boop, 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 boop. My turn again. Let's see. I'm going to throw everybody off here. And go ahead and, since it's the second round, go ahead and make sure I get Drew Brees. Boom, see? And it shows down here. With the 10th pick, I picked Drew Brees. Okay? So, that's just a basic rundown on what you guys are about to see when we go through our draft in about 30 minutes or so. So, what I would suggest, strongly suggest right here on my team, since you have to scroll to see everything, what I would do is write down all the positions that we're going to have. You can do that by going into our league. As a matter of fact, since I'm finished with this, I'm going to back out. I'm going to get out of this little room. They might not like it, but oh well. Leave this page. Boom. Now, I'm going to switch over. In Talkstar's Finest, I'm going to go to our league. And if you go under league, boom, and then right here where it says scoring and settings, boom, if you click on that, it gives you all the rules and the settings for our league. If you scroll down, you can look and see all of our roster positions. So every week we're going to be starting a quarterback, two wide receivers, 2 running backs, a tight end, a flex position, which can be an extra wide receiver, running back, or tight end, 1 kicker, and 1 defensive team. The 6 positions that you see that say BN, that's our bench. They won't be playing and you won't get any points for them, okay? Get a sheet of paper so that you can physically kind of see in front of you real clear what positions you need to draft for, okay? Like go down your left side of your piece of paper, QB, WR, RB, tight end, blah, 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 so that you'll know what positions you need to draft for. Normally in fantasy football, people like to get running backs first because those are the core players. It's harder for them to get points because they have to run for everything that they get. It's not like a wide receiver when you can run out and you just have to catch a ball in one spot and you can get 10 yards in 1 point, okay? Now, another thing you want to do, after we do our draft, since there's not really enough time to do a whole lot of planning, go down through here so you can get familiar with how your people are going to score points. In my first video, I kind of gave you a rundown on how to kind of play fantasy football, things of that nature. So you need to do that. That way you'll get a a basic understanding of how things are going to go. What I'm going to do right now is show you how you're going to set up your lineup and how easy it is. I'm going into Frank's other league that I'm in and just kind of let you see how, okay, this is my lineup. Okay, I've got Matthew Stafford for my quarterback, Demaryius Thomas, Brandon Marshall. These are all the players that I drafted, okay? Now, if you want to change positions for somebody, like say Zach Stacy is playing, but I see Reggie Bush is going against the Giants and I want Reggie Bush to play instead. Reggie Bush is on the bench, Zach Stacy is in the running back position. I just click on either one of those guys and I click on the position I want them to switch at. So now Zach Stacy is down here at the bench and Reggie Bush is up here in the running back position. If I want to switch it out again, I could say, okay, I want to move Zach Stacy out and I want to put him back over here. And as you can see, Toby Gerhart is lighting up too. And the reason being is that there are 2 running back positions, and you can substitute and move your people around as much as you want. It doesn't make a difference, okay? Even down here with your kickers, I don't have a backup kicker or a defense, so these guys are going to be playing for me. You get all kinds of information like when your team is playing, like Fred Jackson. Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m., he's playing. He plays for Buffalo. He's a running back. And right here it shows that they're playing at Chicago, okay? When you're thinking about what you're going to do for your lineup, there's all sorts of ways you can look at this information and look at this screen. You can go up here to projected stats, and it'll change the screen. So it says Matthew Stafford is projected to get 25 points. Okay, 93% of the people that have him are starting him. Okay, they're predicting that he's going to have so many rushing attempts, so many yards, and it's broken down into fractions and stuff. He's predicted to have 305 yards passing and all this other stuff. TDs, interceptions, sacks, how many touchdowns or 40 or more yards. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, there's a lot of information, and I'll try to get into it a little bit more, but this can make your decision as to whether you're going to start a person or not. You know what I mean? Or you might want to get your guy who's your backup to go in for them. Okay, so I hope this helped out. I'm going to try to get this up soon as possible so you guys have enough time to watch it. It's like 10 minutes long before we get our draft. Okay, it's Quan, and I'm out.